MASH wasn't just a TV show. It was a groundbreaking series that touched our hearts, made us laugh, and gave us a profound look at the human side of war. A blend of comedy, drama, and social commentary, it remains one of the most cherished shows in television history. Now, in 2025, it's hard to believe it's been 52 years since MASH first aired. This iconic series introduced us to unforgettable characters like the witty Hawkeye Pierce, the compassionate Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan, the hilarious Corporal Klinger, and the lovable Radar O'Reilly. But as time has gone by, we've had to say goodbye to some beloved cast members, while others continue to inspire us with their lives and careers. Today, we honor those we've lost and celebrate the stars who are still with us, revisiting their journeys and their impact on one of the greatest TV shows of all time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tributes and inspiring stories about remarkable individuals. Now, let's dive in and revisit the incredible cast who brought MASH to life. Harry Morgan as Colonel Sherman T. Potter.
40 years, all the tricks. Knew a private, pretended he was a mayor. Carried a colt in his arms for weeks. Another fella said he was a daisy. Insisted we water him every month.
Harry Morgan joined MASH in 1975 at the age of 59, portraying Colonel Sherman T. Potter, the wise, no-nonsense, yet deeply caring commanding officer of the 4077. His portrayal brought warmth and stability to the show, earning him an Emmy Award in 1980. Before MASH, Morgan had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in classics like The Oxbow Incident, 1942, and High Noon, 1952. On television, he was known for his role as Officer Bill Gannon on Dragnet and Pete Porter on December Bride. After MASH, he reprised his role in the spin-off After MASH, 1983 to 1985. Morgan was married to Eileen Dechon for 45 years, and together they had 4 sons. After Eileen's passing in 1985, he married Barbara Bushman Quine in 1986. Harry Morgan passed away on December 7, 2011, at the age of 96 from pneumonia complications. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family. His contributions to entertainment remain unforgettable. Wayne Rogers as Captain Trapper John McIntyre.
Superficial, but it should be good for a week in Tokyo. Accompanied by her personal physician, it figures.
Cutting up a nurse is bad enough, but why the hell did he have to louse up my patient?
Wayne Rogers at age 39 portrayed Captain Trapper John McIntyre on MASH from 1972 to 1975, bringing to life the charming and witty surgeon who was a close confidant of Hawkeye Pierce. Rogers' performance contributed significantly to the show's early success, with his character's humor and camaraderie resonating with audiences. Born on April 7, 1933 in Birmingham, Alabama, Rogers graduated from Princeton University with a degree in history and served in the U.S. Navy before pursuing acting. After departing MASH, he starred in the medical sitcom House Calls, 1979 to 1982, and became a successful investor and financial advisor, frequently appearing on television as a financial expert. Rogers was married twice, first to Mitzi McWhorter from 1960 until their divorce in 1983, and later to Amy Hirsch in 1988. He had 2 children. Wayne Rogers passed away on December 31, 2015, at the age of 82, due to complications from pneumonia. Wayne Rogers was laid to rest at Westwood Memorial Park, Westwood, Los Angeles County, California, USA. His legacy endures through his diverse contributions to entertainment and finance. Jamie Farr as Corporal Maxwell Q. Klinger.
For all I know, you may also have post-nasal drip.
I ain't any of those.
You ain't Errol Flynn either.
What do you come off calling me that?
Jamie Farr, at age 38, portrayed Corporal Maxwell Q. Klinger on MASH from 1972 to 1983, bringing to life the cross-dressing character who was always scheming to secure a Section 8 discharge. His impeccable comedic timing and heartfelt portrayal made Klinger one of the show's most beloved characters. Born Jamil Joseph Farah on July 1, 1934 in Toledo, Ohio, Farr is of Lebanese descent. Before MASH, he appeared in numerous television shows and films, including The Blackboard Jungle, 1955, The Twilight Zone, The Red Skelton Hour, The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Danny Kaye Show, Hazel, and My 3 Sons, among many others. After MASH, Farr continued his career in television and film with appearances in The Cannonball Run, 1980, and The Cannonball Run 2, 1984. He also made guest appearances on several shows and was a regular celebrity judge on The Gong Show. Farr has been married twice, first to Jeannie Moore from 1963 to 1985, with whom he has 2 children, and later to Joyanne Richards in 1985. He has 3 children in total. Jamie Farr is 90 years old and remains a cherished figure in the entertainment industry, known for his enduring contributions to television and his iconic role as Klinger on MASH. Alan Alda as Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce.
Still gin? Sir, I have sipped, lapped, and taken gin intravenously, but I have never swilled.
Alan Alda portrayed Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce on MASH from 1972 to 1983, bringing to life the brilliant and compassionate chief surgeon of the 4077 Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. His portrayal earned him critical acclaim, including multiple Emmy Awards. Born Alfonso Joseph d'Abruzzo on January 28, 1936, in New York City, Alda is the son of Italian-American actor Robert Alda. Before MASH, he appeared in numerous television shows and films, including The Blackboard Jungle, 1955, The Twilight Zone, The Red Skelton Hour, The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Danny Kaye Show, Hazel and My 3 Sons, among others. After MASH, Alda continued his career in television and film, with notable roles in The West Wing, 2004 to 2006, for which he won an Emmy Award, and films such as The Aviator, 2004, and The 33, 2015. He also directed and starred in The Seduction of Joe Tynan, 1979, and authored several books, including Never Have Your Dog Stuffed, 2005, and If I Understood You, Would I Have This Look on My Face, 2017. Alda has been married to Arlene Alda since 1957, and they have 3 daughters and 8 grandchildren. He has been open about his battle with Parkinson's disease, which he was diagnosed with in 2015. As of 2023, Alan Alda is 88 years old and remains active in the industry. His recent actions include in films such as Marriage Story, 2019, and Ray Donovan the Movie, 2022. He also hosts the podcast Clear Plus Vivid with Alan Alda, where he engages guests in conversations about communication. Mike Farrell as Captain B.J. Honeycutt.
A long way to... That's how they won all those wars. They kept singing till the enemy gave up.
It'd be fine if the colonel's playmate would just stick to singing.
What do you mean?
Mike Farrell, at age 36, portrayed Captain B.J. Honeycutt on MASH from 1975 to 1983, joining the series as the easygoing and compassionate surgeon who became Hawkeye's close friend and confidant. His portrayal brought a calm, warm presence to the show, which complemented the often chaotic and comedic atmosphere. Born Michael Joseph Farrell Jr. on February 6, 1939 in St. Paul, Minnesota, Farrell had an extensive career in television and film. Before MASH, he appeared in several television shows, including The Long, Hot Summer, 1965, Gunsmoke, 1967, and The Interns, 1962, among others. After MASH, Farrell went on to have a successful career in television and film, including notable roles in Providence, 1999 to 2002, where he played veterinarian Jim Hansen, Desperate Housewives, 2004 to 2006, as Milton Lang, the father of Victor Lang, and the assassination of Gianni Versace. American Crime Story, 2018, as real estate developer Lee Miglin. He also made appearances on NCIS, 2006, as Judge Miles Deacon, among others. Farrell is also a writer, director, and producer. He formed his own production company, which produced the 1998 Robin Williams film Patch Adams. He has been married to actress Shelley Fabares since 1984, and they have a daughter together. He was previously married to actress Judy Ferrell from 1963 to 1983, with whom he has 2 children. Mike Farrell is 85 years old and remains active in humanitarian causes and occasional acting roles. His legacy as B.J. Honeycutt continues to resonate with fans of MASH, and he remains a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. William Christopher as Father Francis Mulcahy.
Hey, it's from Louise. I have the feeling it's good news. You didn't hold it up to the light, did you, Father? Oh, no, I would never.
William Christopher, at age 40, portrayed Father Francis Mulcahy on MASH from 1972 to 1983, bringing depth and compassion to the role of the 4077's chaplain. His portrayal of the kind-hearted yet often comical priest, who was a source of comfort and guidance for the soldiers, made Father Mulcahy one of the most beloved characters on the show. Born on October 20th, 1932 in Evanston, Illinois, Christopher began his career in theater before appearing on MASH, making appearances on shows like Gunsmoke, 1965, and That Girl, 1967. After MASH, Christopher reprised his role in the short-lived spin-off After MASH, 1983 to 1984. He also had recurring roles on Newhart, 1984 to 1990, and made guest appearances on Murphy Brown, 1994, The West Wing, 2001, and The New Mickey Mouse Club, 1889 to 1991. Christopher was married to Barbara Christopher, and together they had 2 children. Sadly, William Christopher passed away on December 31, 2016, at the age of 84 from cancer. He was cremated and his ashes were given to his family members. David Ogden steers as Major Charles Winchester.
Gustav, this is masterpiece, Kinder Total Leader.
Now, that's not one of Fatz's tunes, unless that title is German for your feet's too big.
No, it's German for Songs on the Death of Children.
Charles?
David Ogden Stiers portrayed Major Charles Emerson Winchester III on MASH from 1977 to 1983 at age 35, bringing to life the sophisticated, snobbish, yet deeply complex character. As the replacement for Frank Burns, Winchester was a skilled surgeon with a pompous attitude, but as the series progressed, his character revealed a more nuanced, compassionate side that endeared him to fans. Born on October 31, 1942 in Peoria, Illinois, Stiers began his career in theater, performing in various productions before transitioning to television and film. He made early appearances on shows like The Mary Tyler Moore Show, 1975, and The $6 Million Man, 1975, before landing his iconic role on MASH. After MASH, Stiers continued to have a successful career, lending his voice to numerous animated characters, including Cogsworth in Beauty and the Beast, 1991, and the Governor in Pocahontas, 1995. He also appeared in television shows like The West Wing, 2001, The Dead Zone, 2002 to 2007, and The Simpsons, 2003, and made guest appearances on Frasier, 1995 to 2004, and The X-Files, 1993. Stiers was openly gay, and he remained a private individual in his personal life. He never married and had no children. David Ogden Stiers passed away on March 3, 2018, at the age of 75 from bladder cancer. He was cremated and his ashes were scattered at sea in the Pacific Ocean. His legacy as a versatile actor and voice artist continues to influence the entertainment world. Gary Burghoff as Corporal Walter Radar O'Reilly.
They say what kind of trouble?
Internal bleeding, deep shock, like that.
Gary Burghoff portrayed Corporal Walter Radar O'Reilly on MASH from 1972 to 1979 at age 29, embodying the shy, intuitive company clerk who had an uncanny ability to predict events before they occurred. His earnestness, innocence, and loyalty endeared him to fans, making Radar one of the most cherished characters in the series. Born on May 24, 1943 in Bristol, Connecticut, Burghoff began his career in theater, notably originating the role of Charlie Brown in the Broadway production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, 1967. Before joining MASH, he appeared in the film The Green Berets, 1968, and gained recognition for his versatile talents. After departing MASH, Burghoff reprised his iconic role in the spin-off After MASH, 1983, and the TV movie Walter, 1984. While these projects were short-lived, Burghoff shifted his focus to his passion for wildlife painting. As a dedicated artist, he showcased his work in galleries nationwide and actively supported wildlife conservation causes. Burghoff has been married twice, first to Janet Gale from 1971 to 1979, with whom he shares a child, and later to Elizabeth Bostrom from 1985 to 2005, with whom he has 2 children. Gary Burghoff is 81 years old. Although retired from acting, he continues to create stunning wildlife art and advocate for environmental preservation, leaving a legacy both on screen and off. Loretta Swit as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan.
Do something?
Major Burns is in the mess tent. You know he gives an orientation lecture every Friday afternoon.
Loretta Swit portrayed Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH 1972 to 1983 at age 35, earning 2 Emmy Awards for her performance as the strict yet compassionate head nurse of the 4077. Born on November 4, 1937 in Passaic, New Jersey, Swit trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Before MASH, she guest starred on popular shows such as Gunsmoke, Hawaii Five-0, and Mission Impossible. After the series, she appeared in TV movies like The Execution, 1985, and shows including Diagnosis, Murder and Murder, she wrote. A passionate animal rights advocate, Sweet authored Sweetheart, The watercolor artistry and animal activism of Loretta Swit, 2017, to support animal charities. She also runs the Swit Heart Animal Alliance, which reunites military dogs with handlers and supports veterans. Swit was married to actor Dennis Houlihan from 1983 to 1995 and has no children. At age 86, she continues to promote animal welfare and remains active through her art, jewelry line, and advocacy work. McLean Stevenson as Lieutenant Column Henry Blake.
You wanted me to take those, sir?
Yeah.
Captains Pierce and McIntyre to see you, sir.
Show them in. Men.
McLean Stevenson portrayed Lieutenant Column Henry Blake on MASH, 1972 to 1975. The lovable and often bumbling commanding officer of the 4077. His character's untimely and shocking death in Season 3 remains one of television's most iconic moments. Born on November 14, 1927 in Normal, Illinois, Stevenson initially pursued a career in advertising before transitioning to acting. He appeared in That Girl and the Doris Day Show, eventually landing his breakout role on MASH. After leaving MASH, Stevenson starred in sitcoms like The McLean Stevenson Show, 1976, Hello, Larry, 1979 to 1980, and Condo, 1983, though none matched the success of MASH. Stevenson was married to Ginny, with whom he had a daughter, Lindsay. He also had a son, Jeff McGregor, from a previous marriage. He passed away on February 15, 1996, at the age of 68 from a heart attack. Stevenson was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Roy Goldman as Roy.
I'm going back to Colorado. My father-in-law's got a ranch there.
I want to see if I can get into radiology.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Roy Goldman, at age 41, portrayed the recurring character Roy, a corpsman and orderly, on MASH throughout its run. Though often in the background, his character brought authenticity to the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, and fans came to recognize his familiar face. Born on March 3, 1932 in the Bronx, New York, Goldman began his Hollywood career as a stand-in and bit-part actor. Before MASH, he appeared in films like Tootsie, 1982, and Step Out of Your Mind, 1966. After MASH, Goldman continued working in the entertainment industry, frequently serving as a stand-in for other actors. Tragically, Roy Goldman passed away on September 1, 2009, at the age of 78 after being stabbed to death near his condominium at 875 South Bundy Drive. Sal Viscuso as PA announcer.
Because the play really takes the two of us down a road where we completely reverse our fortunes. And he was as important to me as...
Sal Viscuso provided the voice of the unseen PA announcer on MASH, sharing the role with Todd Sussman. His updates and announcements added humor and depth to the show's atmosphere. Born on October 5, 1948 in Brooklyn, New York, Viscuso was also known for his role as Father Timothy Flotsky on soap and appearances in Barney Miller, The Love Boat, and Hill Street Blues. He appeared in films like The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974, and Silent Rage, 1982. As of 2025, Sal Viscuso is the Chief Learning Officer at FEMA. Though unseen on MASH, his voice remains an iconic part of the show. Kelly Nakahara as Lieutenant Kelly Yamato. Kelly Nakahara portrayed Lieutenant Kelly Yamato at age 25, the kind and dependable nurse at the 4077th. While initially a background character, her role grew over the years, showcasing her charm and heartwarming interactions with the rest of the cast. Born on January 16, 1948 in Oahu, Hawaii, Nakahara was a talented actress and artist. Besides MASH, she appeared in films like Clue, 1985, and Dr. Dolittle, 1998. She was married to David Wallet, and they had 2 children together. Kelly Nakahara passed away on February 16, 2020, at the age of 72 from cancer. She was cremated, and her ashes were given to her family members. Her warm presence on MASH remains a cherished part of the show's legacy. Judy Ferrell as Nurse Abel. Judy Ferrell portrayed Nurse Abel on MASH from 1975 to 1983 when she was 38. While her role was primarily a recurring one, she became a familiar face in the 4077th, showcasing warmth and dedication in her character's interactions with patients and colleagues. Born on March 1, 1938 in Quapaw, Oklahoma, Judy began her career in entertainment after studying theater at Oklahoma State University and UCLA. Before MASH, she appeared in several TV series, including Get Smart, The Partridge Family, and Emergency. Outside of acting, Judy was also a writer and contributed scripts to TV shows, including the soap opera Port Charles. She was married to fellow MASH star Mike Farrell, who portrayed Captain B.J. Honeycutt from 1963 to 1983. The couple had 2 children together. Judy Ferrell passed away on April 2, 2023, at the age of 84 due to complications from a stroke. She was cremated and her ashes were retained by her surviving family. John Orchard as Captain Ugly John Black. John Orchard, at age 44, he portrayed Captain Ugly John Black during the first season of MASH from 1972 to 1973. As an anesthesiologist, Captain Ugly John was a skilled medical professional often seen assisting in the operating room. While his character was not as prominently featured as some of the other main cast members, he added to the camaraderie and realism of the 4077 unit. Born on November 15, 1928 in Kennington, London, England, John Orchard was a British actor who appeared in numerous television shows and films. Before MASH, he appeared in shows like McHale's Navy and had roles in films such as The Ugly Dachshund, 1966, and The Wrecking Crew, 1968. John Orchard passed away on November 3, 1995, at the age of 66 due to leukemia. He was cremated and his ashes were given to his family members. His contributions to MASH and his portrayal of Captain Ugly John remain fondly remembered by fans of the show. Patricia Stevens as Lieutenant Diane Lewis. Patricia Stevens appeared as Lieutenant Diane Lewis on MASH in the episode The Longest Day, Season 2, Episode 5. In this guest role, she portrayed a nurse working at the 4077th, helping out during a particularly hectic day in the medical unit. Her character contributed to the show's ensemble, showcasing the fast-paced, chaotic nature of the camp as the staff dealt with a constant influx of wounded soldiers. Born on November 24, 1944 in California, Patricia Stevens had a varied career, appearing in multiple TV series and films throughout the 1960s and 1970s. Beyond MASH, Stevens was also known for her voice work in animation, including roles in the new Scooby-Doo movies and the Flintstones comedy Hour. Patricia Stevens passed away from breast cancer on May 26, 2010, at the age of 64 in Rutland, Massachusetts. Her contributions to television and voice acting remain remembered by fans of classic shows. Alan Arbus as Major Sidney Friedman. Alan Arbus portrayed Major Sidney Friedman at age 55, the insightful and often humorous psychiatrist on MASH from 1972 to 1983. His character became a fan favorite for his unique ability to provide both comic relief and profound insight into the emotional struggles of the staff at the 4077. Born on February 15, 1918 in New York City, Alan Arbus began his career as a photographer before transitioning into acting. He appeared in numerous films and television shows before landing his role on MASH, including appearances in The Twilight Zone and The Dick Van Dyke Show. After his time on MASH, Arbus continued acting in both television and film. He made memorable appearances in Taxi Driver, 1976, The Last Seduction, 1994, and Curb Your Enthusiasm, 2000. Arbus was married to photographer Diane Arbus from 1941 until their divorce in 1969. They had 2 children together. Later, he married Mary Claire Costello in 1977, and they remained married until his death. The couple had 2 children. Sadly, Alan Arbus passed away on April 19, 2013, at the age of 95, from complications of congestive heart failure. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family members. His legacy lives on through his iconic portrayal of Major Sidney Friedman and his contributions to the world of television and film. As we've seen today, the incredible cast behind this iconic show has left an indelible mark on television and in our hearts. From those who continue to inspire us through their work to those who are no longer with us, we honor their contributions to a show that continues to bring joy to generations. Their performances remind us of the power of storytelling, the strength of friendship, and the importance of laughter, just like MASH taught us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the lives of the MASH cast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tributes, nostalgic throwbacks, and fascinating updates on your favorite stars.